My name's Andy Cullen. My father served 50 years in the Australian Army. It was something I always knew I would do.
When I first met Andy, he was in the Army. The first deployment he actually left on when Charlie, my second son, was a week old. The second deployment he went for was about a year. It was very difficult for me for him to be away for that long.
Over there was confronted with a lot of death and value of life that differed to my understanding of the world, and it started to impact me internally a lot more than I really expected it would.
When Andy came back after that second deployment, he changed into a completely different person. It was like somebody had flicked a switch.
I became aware that I was suffering a few significant symptoms associated with PTSD, and what I'm talking about is nightmares, hallucinations. I was extremely agitated all the time. I really isolated from my family and my friends. I wouldn't tell anyone what was going on. I didn't want to talk to anyone about it.
Communication breakdown is one of the first things to occur in a relationship with somebody with PTSD. So when Andy and I had the opportunity to do the Reboot course together, it was a wonderful way to actually gain an insight into what Andy, as a sufferer of PTSD, what he was actually going through. After we did the Reboot course, our relationship actually improved. For the first time, I think I got a bit of hope that we could actually navigate through this difficult journey together.
The way that they'd put this course together made a lot of sense to us. It rang true with our own experience. We just knew we need to share this, we need to take this to Australia. So the course is based on Christian fundamentals of healing. It's not a religious course, it's not affiliated with any church, but the basis of the healing lessons that we're teaching come from the Bible. It's not a support program where we sit around and just talk about how is your week. That's not what it is. They'll come in and they'll do lessons, they'll have a booklet, they'll understand some of the root causes to the symptoms that they're suffering. So we look at things like forgiveness of self and others, guilt, shame, and on top of that we give them real tools to be able to deal with issues when they occur. My favourite part of running Reboots is seeing the transformation in individuals and families. We're so excited that RSL Queensland's come on board in really helping us to facilitate the Reboot Recovery programs across Australia. They're picking up a large part of the funding requirements to enable us as a charity to take this to the communities and the individuals and families that need it. So we're really thankful and just so blessed to be a part of the RSL community.